Someone once asked me the question, what does it mean to fear the Lord? And what's the difference between fearing the Lord and being afraid of God? And I'm so glad they asked the question because I'm going to answer it for you. And it's going to be really simple. See, the fear of the Lord simply means that you revere him, that you reverence him, that you worship him, that you honor him, that you tremble at his word and tremble at his presence, that you obey him fully and obeying him even when it doesn't quite make sense to you. Now, being afraid of God means that you are fearful of him, more about you're frightened or you're terrified. Now, how many people know that you don't typically go around people who you're afraid of? It's kind of like when people say, I have a fear of flying. They don't really have a fear of flying. What they really have a fear of is dying. See, the thing about it is we use those words interchangeably, but the words don't mean the exact same thing. When you talk about people being afraid of God, they're terrified of him to the point that they want to be drawn near to him. But when God says, when you have the reverential fear and awe and worship of him, then you draw near to him. And when you draw near to him, you want to be close to him and you're terrified to be away from him. In fact, we see this when Jesus was on the cross. He was always so close to God that when God had to separate himself from Jesus because of sin, Jesus says, Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Or why have you separated yourself from me? He had never experienced what it was like to be separated from the Father. And when you operate in the reverential fear and awe of God, you hold so tight to him. You never want to have anything come between you and the Father because you have such a reverence and such an honor and such a love for him and towards him that you never want to be separated from him. And you're not running from God. Even when you mess up, you don't run from God. Better yet, you're running to God. That's what it means to have a fear of the Lord opposed to being afraid of God. He's going to hit me with a lightning bolt. I remember growing up, they used to say, you better be good or God's going to get you. I was afraid of God. And because I was afraid of God, it changed how I interacted with God. But when I realized that he's my loving Heavenly Father and I can draw near to him at any time, it caused me to have a honor for him, a worship for him, a reverential fear and honor him. And I wanted to draw closer and closer and closer to him. And that's what I want you to think about today. My name is Apostle Milton Jones. I want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.